Hi guys, this is Joy Ani, scrapping in my own private Idaho, and hopefully it won't get too noisy in here. You might hear some background noise of the family having a good time on a Thursday night. I am doing May and June, and I'm using the sketches from Lisa Skarsky. She has a Facebook group that is called Scrap a Sketch, and she has a new sketch every Friday, and they're always really, really good. And so that's what I'm doing because I'm creating these calendars. And so I put these in an album, and I'll show when I'm all done. I will kind of do a flip through of how I put the calendar together. But two of the months, because the album that I have has 20 pages, so four of the months that I do, January, December, and May and June, are only single sketches. So I am going to use this, and I wanted to show how I'm using this collection. One is for Father's Day, and it looks mannish, or boyish, or whatever you want to call it, and the left side, I'm using May for Mother's Day, and just by bringing in different elements, I can make that more feminine. So what I did was I'm using an old collection from close to my heart, and it was called Wings, and it was one of my favorite collections, and I'll show you some of the things. So I'm very intent on using up my stash. So we used to have 4 sheets. They were called stickies, and you could buy them separately, and so I used a lot of those. And I used a lot of stamp sets, and I'm just going to kind of show you what I did. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the left side because that's the month of May for Mother's Day. And if you don't have this paper, you could use something similar. Hopefully there'll be some ideas that are usable and that you can get some ideas from. So I'm going to follow the sketch, and I'm going to kind of slide things around, make sure that you can see, and let's get started. So after this, I will be halfway through this calendar, and I'm really excited about that. So I'm going to move this aside, and so because this is 2 different layouts, 2 different sketches, it's not a 2-page layout, even though they're sitting together, and I've done some things to make them look good when I put them in the album together. But I also so I'm going to repeat some elements in both sides, and that's what helps you. So if you, a lot of times you won't have enough pictures for 2 complete layouts. So this will give you some ideas if I don't have 2 complete layouts and I'm using 2 different sketches. So what are some things that I can do to make them look like they belong together? Okay, so let's go ahead and start on our Mother's Day one. And one of the things that I like to do is I like to repeat elements. So the first thing I'm going to do is, this is old paper, and this cardstock is called Vineberry. We used to have pretty thin paper, and so I am not gutting this paper because the paper is so thin. I don't want to wind up having a problem. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ink all the way around this. And so this is the side, this is one side, and then this was the other. And I really like this paper. We used to have the packs were actually pretty large. And I'm going to do a treatment with a stamp, but you could use splatter on this. And I did a lot of pre-stamping on this layout. And see how I got over on this side? I don't even mind because I think it really actually goes with it. And if you wanted to, you could even put some things on the edges on purpose. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I trimmed this. It was 12 by 12. And I trimmed a 1/2 inch off the top. And then 1/4 inch off the... I feel like this is... yeah. So because I'm placing it over here, I only did a 1/4 inch off of this side and a 1/2 inch off there. And I'm placing it on the edge so that the two pages will be right close to each other in the album, and that will make them look more like they belong together. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. So, there we go. All right. Now, the next thing that I'm doing is I'm going to go ahead and just set my pieces down. And this is a great one for scraps. I'm going to go ahead and set this one. I'm just going to kind of eyeball it, and then once I get it to the way I like. So this one, oh, but it's at about 3, and this piece is 5 by 2 because that's the scrap I had. This, where did my black piece of paper go? Oh dear. I might be super sad. If I can't find it, I might have to cut myself another piece. Oh, here it is. I put it underneath. You might get to see the top of my cute little gray head. So this is the piece that goes like that. And then, as you can see from her sketch, we'll put the sketch right here so you can see it follow along. I'm going to put that, it's about down 1, it's in about 2.5. Place that there. And then the next one is the butterfly. And I'm going to go ahead and place that right like that. And then next I have this cut piece, which they have the title. See how they have the title here? I did the title on this sheet of paper because I'm adding, my pictures are a little bit larger. And then I have this cute, this was a sticker from that sticker sheet. And I might trim that off. I'm gonna make sure all my pictures fit, and then we will go ahead and get it going. Okay, some of my, they're peeking out when they're not supposed to be peeking out here. I need to find something to cover up this child's face with. We'll use a triangle. Okay, so this one goes here. So we're going to put this one here, and this one here, and this goes here. Oops, see, I need to have it over a little bit more. Yes, these pictures go a little bit more this way. Oops, we're playing peekaboo with the pictures. And I will get there, and then this one is the great grandma. Okay, there we go. Okay, so that's what I'm doing, and I am going to stick this. I love the saying. I'm not for sure where I'm going to put this, but I really want this to say. I might put it right here in between. It says, "These are the boys who stole my heart. They call me Mom." And it's such a cute saying. I normally wouldn't put it there that way. We're going to kind of fuss around with that a little bit. So now we are ready to place things down. And I will show you the stamp set. So this was from the sticker sheet. The Woman, the Myth, the Legend was from a stamp set called The Amazing Mother. It was a special, and before I put this down, I actually wanted to show you how I created this fun look. If you don't have anything similar, if you don't have a stamp that's similar to that, you can always just go ahead and use some mixed media. So I'm using I'm going to go ahead and create it right here. And it's going to be super subtle. I'm just going to kind of pounce. I did all that, and now I'm going to move it. Alright, I think I might work it from the edge this way. So this was, I love this stencil. I got it at a garage sale. So that makes it even better. And I'm just using intense black. Ooh, I put a black blob there and I'm not even the least bit concerned. So I'm going to pull that up, and that just gives it a little bit. I just want a little bit on there just to kind of add a little something something. I'd probably leave this off, but I put it on the other page, and I'm trying to make it so that it is a continuation. Okay, so the next thing that I did, and I love this stamp set. I gotta show you this. So this was way fun. So I'm starting this pattern. I'm starting over at 11, and this is just the outline of. I'm not for sure what this shape is called. Someone remembers what this shape is called, go ahead and put it down. And I'm going to put it, so I'm just creating a pattern. A lot of this is covered up, but we're all good. If you wanted to, so when I bought this stamp set, I bought it because I love the saying. It has so glad you're dad, and it has Rad Dad, and I made Father's Day cards with it. But my favorite thing, and the reason I will never get rid of the stamp set, is this feature right here. I love this. I think it looks so cool. I'm going off the edge. I don't know if you can still see me. I might be working off the edge. I'll scoot this up so you can see as I'm stamping. So I'm going to put my paper under here because I want to go off. So I'm going to go off the edge like that. Okay. So now I take that off, and then I'm going to add, I think this is called argyle? The shape, is it an argyle? I know that if you have argyle socks, you have this. And I'm not super concerned if see how the black doesn't, it's not an even black? I don't even care. I just want it to look very crunchy. I don't know. What is that word? Organic. Organic is what, I think that's what people always say. Oh, you want to be organic. I'm going to have this go off like this, and then we'll be ready to go ahead and put everything down. Oops. I don't want it to get on my vine berry. This color is vine berry and sweet leaf. If you've been around, I believe this collection was probably 2009, 2010 maybe, because it's been a while, because it is the thinner paper that we used to have. Okay, so now I am going to go ahead and start with, if I can remember what I was doing. I find all my pieces. That's the problem. You move your pieces around, and then you can't find them to put them back on. Okay, so this was one of the pieces. This was one of the pieces, and then we had the title. Okay, let's go ahead and put these back down. Okay, so, and then I just stamp this. And okay, so we have, according to our sketch, let's go ahead and put them back. We're hearing lots of noisy voices in my house today. It's kind of funny. They're watching, I'm not even for sure what show they're watching. It's pretty funny. Okay. So this one is, you'd have to know how the really noisy voice you hear is my granddaughter, and she's actually really, really shy, so it's kind of funny. People that don't know her, it's like, yes, she's not quite at home. Okay, so then this one goes here, and then the one that has, so I'm using this as a title. So, and it can come that far. Because the things that I am using are, my pictures are bigger, and this is actually I'm actually going to, even though it's too, that's kind of weird. I'm going to take this one off. This is a sticker, but I'm going to use it like that. See how it's actually on a piece of paper. I'm going to glue it down because I want the white to show, because I don't want black on black. So, yeah. Alright. And, alright. So we have this going this way. And we have our bigger pictures. Our bigger pictures are down here like this. And I'm going to trim this. I'm going to trim it 1 inch. I'm just going to use my scissors. And I would wait for a quiet house, but it never seems to happen these days. So this is here. This is here. And that's going to go right here. Okay. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to just do a light adhesive, and then when I get off camera, then I will go ahead and put it down quite well. I'm actually looking like things are pretty straight today. I used intense black on this. And you could add journaling if you wanted to on this, underneath the woman, the myth, the legend. And I'm going to put, okay, that just a little bit, and make sure that this, okay, this is down. Yeah, there's about 1/4 inch between these two. So Scrap a Sketch by Lisa Sakura. This is 100. This is sketch 141, and she's made all of them. I don't know how anyone can come up with that many sketches, and they're always very usable. I love her sketches. So my goal is to actually do every sketch she's done on her little site. So if you are needing inspiration, that is the place to go. I'm going to go ahead and adhere this this strip, and it's at 5. So you might look in your stash. You might not have exactly what I have, but if you have something similar. The reason I was interested in this one is because the black could look masculine, and even though there's going on this side, we're going to have flowers and butterflies and that sort of thing, but it still looks really good with the other portion of that. Okay, so that is a little crooked. Okay, that. All right, and then we're going to we'll put that right. 1, 2, and 4. I normally am really a person who puts down the exact numbers, but I will straighten all this out when we are done. Okay, so then we're going to put this little guy right here, and that's great because there's 3 pictures, which means I can get all the kids on one layout, which makes me super happy. So now we need a little place for this. I'm trying to think of where to put that, and I'm going to put flowers, and so on her sketch she has Well, I don't like that as well as I would want to, but I'm going to, I thought about putting it up here, but you can't see all of it. The only place that I can put this is right here. So I could just do, I'm going to just put maybe something here, make a cluster. Make a cluster right here. I feel like I need to add something over here. This is where I'm going rogue from the sketch, but remember, a sketch is an idea that you can use so that you are using your telling your story and doing so. I don't know. Okay. I don't know. I really, really want that on there, but I just can't make it look right. So I might have to put that on another layout. I have a few more layouts and lots of things to do for them. So we might put journaling right here. And on the sketch, she has a butterfly, which, let's put the larger, what if we did, let's bring that, what if we did, this is quite large. I think it's too large. They have two small butterflies. One is over here. I can do this one over here. And then do one right up here. Well, I might monkey around with that. That might make it, it might not. They also have two small hearts, and I am using the pack. And this is one of the things that will help me with being congruent, is because I'm using black enamel stars on the dad page. So it's going to put down here. We have it here. I feel like something needs to go here. I might work on that, but that is a pretty good, it's pretty close to the page. So this is for the month of May for Mother's Day. And now let's do the dad page. Okay. So for the dad page, once again, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to distress all the way around. I've used a large star, and things just like in the other one, I used a stencil, and then this is a stamp, and I pre-stamped this since stamping while you're doing scrapbook layouts is kind of frightening in a way if you think about it. So I'm just putting a little bit of black the way around. Once again, I have trimmed this page down. I'm using Vine Berry. This printed page is from, it's called Sweet Leaf. Move my pictures for just a second. I am putting them to the edge. Oops. That would be wrong. I'm putting it to the edge just like the other one. It's a 1/4 inch up and a 1/4 inch down. I'll show you the sketch that I used. And I followed it pretty closely. It is also by Lisa Sikarsky from Scrap a Sketch. Can't wait to see what she does tomorrow. Every Friday it's new. It's like, ooh, what am I going to do? But I am going to do a July. I'll do Back to Christy's Beautiful Life tomorrow. because that's going to be my July page. And let's cover up these little cutie pies. That one you can't see his face, so I'm going to put the star, and the star is going to go up around 7. And this is just a, I got it off of Shapes from Cricut, which is a free cut. If you have Design Space, you can do the star for free. I believe I made it 10 inches. I'm going to go ahead and put it down. Let me show you that sketch so you know what the direction that I'm going. I know I showed it to you earlier. Well, if we don't find it, I will link it. Oops, here it is. And that's my title. I stamped my title. I wish I would have just stamped number 1 and then used the same font from the sticker sheet, but I was not going to redo it. And see how this is blank here? No worries, because this is going to cover it up. So on this one, I am not, you could, if it weren't on a calendar page, I would pop this up, but because it's on a calendar page, I'm going to trim this off. This was a sticker from the sticker sheet. They used to give you so many stickers, so I still have quite a bit left. And I've used this pack on numerous occasions. I'm going to go ahead, I'm just going to do the edges. So this is how I'm going to glue this down. And if you wanted, if it was in a regular page, and I might once, I'm leaving it open so I can stuff things down there. So I'm going to have this, I'm centering it at 7. I'm making sure the heart is in. I'm covering up my little pictures. My sweetie pies. And this is, so I have the old Stampin' Up, there was a punch, and I'm going to put that here, and then this can be journaling for there. And this was also from the sticker sheet. And I cut down the pictures because he has 4 kids. I wanted them all to be on there. And then I am putting a acrylic star, and I am just, glue dots don't work really well. When off screen, I will put this on a little bit better, but you can see that I'm doing a big star, a little star, and a big star, a little star here. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of my, oops, I gotta move these over a little bit more, because I want that tag to show, and I want Dad to show. So, yeah, maybe this one like that. There. Okay. And then I'll put that, and that is my May and June scrapbook layout. And so stay tuned tomorrow, and we will do July. I hope that you will consider doing a calendar. I hope you will like and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to see more of, if you want to see the still shots, that will be on my Joyani Scrapping in My Own Private Idaho. Thank you for watching. Bye.